Hello, I am Dr. Darnita L. Payton, and my purpose is to educate, encourage, and enlighten. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by my channel today. I am so grateful that you are here. Before you leave, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss a video when I upload every Tuesday. Do me one more favor, tell at least 5 people that you know about my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, and I hope that I'm not blinding you all with the bling here today. Do they even still say bling anymore? At any rate, I hope that the light is not bouncing off. If not, we'll just fix that in post-production. There's no post-production. No. Okay, so today's title is 5 Steps to Maintaining Joy, or It's Mine and You Can't Have It. So yes, we may rock our inner 2-year-old today, but it's in the best way. So ponder this, if you will. Joy is often defined as a feeling of happiness or pleasure. You would agree? Okay. All right. Sounds all good, right? Until you remember that feelings will, and often betray you, disappoint you, even lie to you. Now, that's not a trip to Bountiful, is it? It is not. And I'm sure that after hearing that, you may not be feeling all full of joy right now. Correct? All right. That's exactly my point. I prefer to see joy as a choice, but more importantly, as a gift that even when I'm not feeling my best and life isn't going the way that I had planned or prayed or hoped for, that I still have joy. For me, again, it's a belief. It's a mindset instead of a feeling, because we do know that feelings can betray you. So I know, again, for me, some of the best joyful moments came at times when I wasn't feeling my most joyful. It may have been a very difficult time that I was going through, and I still had joy. I did not feel like I had joy, but I chose to believe that it was mine and that I could have joy. So here's a secret, and I need to know if you're listening. So I'm going to give you a second to make sure that you're paying attention and that I have your full attention. So here's the secret. Joy is yours to keep. I know. Earth-shattering, mind-altering, mind-blowing. Joy is yours to keep. How, you may ask? Well, I'm glad that you did, because I could really just stop right there with that joy is yours to keep and call this a done deal. No, I won't, but I could. Joy is a gift, and unless you give it away, it's yours to keep forever. I know. We're going to let that sink in for a minute. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to repeat after me. Joy is a gift. It's mine, and you can't have it. Yes, I'm encouraging you to say that. Joy is mine, and you can't have it. Now, on to the 5 steps to help you maintain that joy. That is your goal, correct? That's why you're watching this video. That's why you're here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, just checking in to make sure you're still with me. Don't exclude God. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you've had a birthday or 2 or 3 or more. And so you're used to asking for things for your birthday. Joy is a gift from God, and we can certainly ask him for it, and it doesn't have to be our birthday. And here's the thing about asking for the gift of joy. It's always the right size. It always comes in the perfect time. We don't have to worry about getting a gift receipt. We don't have to worry that it won't be the right size. We don't have to worry about returning it, because I don't know about you, but I've never said, no, that's okay. I'd rather stay in misery. I don't need joy. Go ahead and take it back. So it is the perfect gift, and I'm so appreciative of that. So I want to encourage you to start asking for joy right now, today. Make it a daily habit, and you know how I feel about habits. Ask for joy on a regular basis. Receive the gift joyfully. Did you notice the pun? That was intentional. Play on words. Receive joy. Okay, moving on. And this is important, so please put on your listening ears. Number 1 was important. Number 2 is important. No comparison. Again, I want to just let that marinate all up and through the mind area. And when I say No comparison. I mean simply this. No comparison. Do not compare yourself or your life to anyone else or anyone else's life. Does this sound familiar? Now I'm going to read this and then I will also put it on the screen because it's very important and I want you to be able to soak it in, again, all up and through the mind area. Of course, we would not dare classify ourselves or compare ourselves with those who rate themselves so highly. How stupid they are! And that's an exclamation point. They make up their own standards to measure themselves by, and they judge themselves by their own standards. Second exclamation point. Now, under normal circumstances, I would never call anybody stupid. But I didn't call anybody stupid. God did. That's Bible, y'all. That wasn't me speaking. That was 2 Corinthians 10:12. And Good News Translation in case anybody wants to follow along. And I'm simply the messenger, people, so don't come for me in the comments. What he's saying in this verse is, why are you comparing yourself or your life to someone else? Because what they are likely putting out for the world to see is not even the truth, or it's not even their real authentic self. And what he's also saying is they're using their own standards. And so now you're going to compare yourself to the standards of someone else. They're not standards across the board. They're standards that they decided worked for them. So do not compare yourself or your life to others. Think about it. Here's another one in case that wasn't enough for you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Now that's not Bible, but it is so true. President Theodore Roosevelt uttered those words. And again, it is so very true. Now this is me talking, coming back. The quickest way to give up your joy is to compare yourself or your life to others. And as I said before, think about it. The lives you compare yours to likely aren't even their real lives. Most of us put our best foot forward. We put out the things that we are doing wonderfully well in. Even though, they may be on the gram or they're all famous on the interweb, is it really even their real life? Again, rarely do we show our worst to the world, our disappointments, our insecurities, and our struggles. Oh, the struggles. And so I often think about whenever I'm doing a speech or a training or something, they generally ask for a bio. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if every time I entered a room, someone would just take the time to list all the wonderful things about me? That would be great for my ego. But the truth is, I know in my bio, I don't put the things that, may not be favorable for me. I don't put things like can be lazy, sometimes impatient because she doesn't like to wait, impatiently not waiting, lazy. Yeah, I don't put those things out there on my bio. And I'm sure you don't either. So my point here is don't compare yourself to others. A not so smart thing to do. God said it was stupid, not me. And it is definitely the fastest way to give over your joy to someone else. So don't do that. You were created for a specific purpose. God had a specific plan in mind when he created you. So count your blessings and not the blessings of anyone else. And I would even challenge you to literally count your blessing. And throughout your day, count how many things you were favored by and how many things went your way. And so when you are feeling disappointed or on struggle street, you'll have something to compare it to. And it's your life, not someone else's. Because I believe if I'm going to compare my life to other people and their successes, I also have to count their failures. Because we never know what a person had to go through to get what they have. Thinking is a good thing, and I encourage you to do it on a regular basis. I want you to do it every day. I like having ideas. I like having thoughts. But there are times at any given moment when, there seems to be like a lot going on up and through this area. Is that true for you? It seems like a battle of ideas and thoughts. Thoughts raging, thoughts roaming, thoughts rushing in and through your head. Been there? And first of all, can I get credit for the alliteration with the 3 R's? The raging, the roaming, and the rushing? I worked on that. I did. But seriously, have you been there? It can be a very noisy place, right? Are you there now? Are you so consumed by what's going on in your today that you're not even able to pay attention to this video right now? Or are you so focused on what happened yesterday, a day that's gone and you can't even change, that you can't focus right now? Or are you so focused on tomorrow, the day that you're not even promised, that you can't pay attention to what I'm talking about right now? Overthinking. Don't do it. And because you may become consumed by yesterday, the worries of today, and the worries of possibly tomorrow, you may overthink. And by overthinking, you become almost paralyzed and you become inactive because you're not even following through on those thoughts and ideas because you're spending so much time thinking about, well, this happened that day and this may happen that day. Thief of joy. Don't do it. Take back your focus and look for the little and the big joys in the everyday. All right? I plead the fifth because I've been guilty of sometimes not doing this. Okay, that's not really pleading the fifth. That's actually more confession. And as we've all heard, confession is good for your soul. So go ahead and I'll confess that I've not always declared my joy. So confess your joy. Declare your joy. Go ahead and do it right now. I'll wait. Okay. Does this sound familiar? You're happily, I hope, going through your day, and boom, your day is wrecked. Someone throws a wrench into your plans, and then you're just sent careening all off course for the rest of the day. And it could be, again, that your boss said an unkind word. Sidebar, meet me over here. Reason 2,024 that I work for myself. Okay, I'm back. Or it could be something like you dropped a bowl. Nothing life-shattering. Pun was intended. Or it could be something like your computer freezes and you lose a document. Whatever it is, it may seem small, and it may be small, or it could be significant, and your joy is gone. As is a recurring theme in my seminars and my trainings, I'm encouraging you not to do that. Every day, without fail, without a break, without hesitation, to fail to declare your joy. Don't allow the things that happen in your day to take joy from you, or more importantly, for you to give your joy. And we're going to talk about the difference between something taking your joy and you giving your joy away. Okay, I want you to declare loudly, as long as you don't disturb anybody, your neighbors or co-workers, or if you're on the Zoom or you're with your family, that no matter what, I will have joy. Say it with me. No matter what, I will have joy. It takes effort and practice, but almost everything in life does. So, because we really do control, our reaction. That is the one thing that we can control. There are a lot of things that we don't have much control over, but we can control how we react to life's issues and problems and struggles and unkind word. I'm not saying that those instances and those circumstances aren't difficult. I'm sure they are. But what we can control is how we react to them. So declare right now that you will react with joy. Keep your joy. I just encourage you to declare joy, not to allow life's big or small, significant or insignificant situations and circumstances to take your joy, or more accurately, for you to give your joy away. If you remember, I said I was going to talk about the difference between the two. Yes, there are instances where it seems like, things in life will just sap the very joy out of you. But I believe, again, because joy is a choice and a gift, that we have the choice to give it away or not. And so I implore you to keep your joy. We have to deal with life circumstances and situations. We don't have to allow it to take our joy, or more importantly, we don't have to give our joy to life situations and circumstances. I want you to make a vow every day. Make it a habit that joy is a gift, and that you're not going to give over your joy to anybody or to anything. Life's irritants, life situations, circumstances, unkind people, unkind words, our thoughts, nothing. So make a vow to keep your joy. And I want you to make this personal. So I want you to say it with me. Keep my joy. Spouse acting the fool. Keep my joy. The dog even looking at you funny like, huh? Keep my joy. Or someone working your last good reserve nerve. Keep my joy. Last time, say it with me. Keep my joy. Make this a daily habit. Say it, act it, do it. Just keep telling yourself, keep my joy. So there you have it. 5 steps to maintaining your joy. Don't exclude God. Don't compare yourself to someone else's life. Don't overthink. Declare your joy. Keep your joy. Now, I am not minimizing that life can be a struggle. It sometimes can. And I'm not saying that you won't face difficulties. You will. I am saying, and I implore you, that not giving away your joy is a choice. And yes, it will take effort, but since you're going to make this a daily habit, you're going to become the best joy keeper, maintainer there is. You're going to become a pro. I know that you will. So remember not to exclude God. It's a gift. Joy is a gift. Ask Him for it on a daily basis. Remember to not compare your life to anyone else's, because the life you're comparing it to may not even be their real life. Count your blessings and not the blessings of others. Do not waste valuable time overthinking life's irritants or circumstances and situations over which you have little to no control. Control what you can, and what you control is your reaction to those circumstances, situations, struggles. So you can choose to react with anger or frustration, or you can choose to react with joy. Declare every day, often and early, that you will keep your joy. It's yours to keep. You're not going to allow anyone or any circumstance to cause you to give your joy to them or that situation. Do not do it. I implore you. So it is my hope that by following these 5 steps to maintaining your joy, that you believe that you can do it. I believe that you can, and I know that you will. So I would love to hear down in the comments, I'm going to declare my joy. I'm going to keep my joy. I'm not going to exclude God. I'm not going to compare myself to anyone else's life, and I'm not going to overthink it. So thank you so much for taking the time to stop by today. And if no one has told you today how awesome you are absolutely, positively awesome. Take care. God bless. Bye.